Hi guys, hope you're well. Welcome to the daily Wednesday workout. It's Des here. Who's ready for a shot of midweek motivation? Looking forward to bringing this week's challenge. Of course, that's what Wednesday's all about. Fortunately, last week we had to give it a miss due to the inclement weather conditions. But as mentioned, so far this week, the weather's really picked up. Perfect conditions to get out there, stay active, get in that all-important daily activity and reaping all the benefits. Of course, that's what we're all about on Do Daily, is encouraging activity and people to look in, get involved as much or as little as they want. So, like I said, I think I've got a great challenge to propose if you want to take part. Before that, I'd just like to sort of explain how my week's been so far. I said at the start, feeling really positive after the weekend. That sort of positivity is building. Fantastic solidarity session last night, both personally and as a group. Really got some great results. Went to do a tough session that I'd done 4 or 5 weeks ago and shown some great improvements, so really pleased for that. When you see the results, it really makes it feel worthwhile. It's definitely a shot in the arm to keep at it, keep going, keep working hard. I know I've done that, so it's just a nice tick in the box to see it all sort of falling into place nicely. All the hard work and no results, can get us a bit, we can start losing motivation, and that's not a good place, is it? What we try and do here is instill that inspiration and motivation to keep going, keep working hard. And if I can do that through some of the things I've done, I definitely will. Like I say, great solidarity session, lots getting involved. It just seems like the nights are starting to draw out as well, so hopefully in the next few weeks even more will get involved in that. I remember sort of through last summer, great numbers were sort of attending, getting involved, enjoying what we do and being part of a team, and that's what the solidarity session is all about. On a Wednesday, of course, Wednesday workout, what we try to do is keep the activity going, but almost create something that where you can work as an individual, but you can measure yourself against those people around us, those people within the community. So, as promised, I've got the Wednesday workout challenge. And yesterday on Do Daily, if you recall, if you've seen it, what I was doing was talking about commitment and how if you commit to something, it tends to put you in the zone. And that really is true. I really believe in that. And that's what we try to achieve through the Wednesday workout challenge, through the Do Running Trent Bridge group, which we host just a couple of yards up the river there. What I try to do is just create that friendly competition, that social element to what we do, get people interacting. So what I'm suggesting, because it's Lent, which requires commitment, throwing yourself into something rather than not do something, which Lent tends to be about, trying to even flip the positive on that, and almost instill something, take something forward, do something for 40 days. So the Wednesday workout challenge this week, guys, is to complete 10,000 steps a day, whether it's running, walking, however you can achieve it. The point is to get out there, get them steps in, build that consistency, reap those benefits. What it does allow by doing it on a Wednesday, by doing it as steps rather than the individual activities, it allows people to do it in their own time, use errands and chores to build those steps as well. And what we'll do over the next few weeks is complete a league table. Each Wednesday I'll be adding them all up, seeing who stands out at the top. A bit of friendly competition, there's nothing wrong with that. Whilst we're not all about competition, whilst we're not about competing with each other, what we try to do is inspire and motivate each other to do as much as we can. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's just about encouraging that all-important daily activity, getting out there, getting out in these better conditions. As the nights draw out, it'll be absolutely fantastic. So over the next 4 weeks, I expect that to happen. On top of that solidarity session, I expect more and more to get involved. Really looking forward to keep encouraging activity, walking, running, all the things I enjoy doing, because that's what Wednesday workout's about. It's all about using the middle of the week to distract from all those stresses of the real world right now. You know, it's about just pushing on, doing whatever we can to get through this situation. So if you can join us, please check out the closed Facebook group. That'll be absolutely fantastic. Click that you're attending, follow the few short rules, nothing major, just ways of posting in your information. So we record it, and like I say, each Wednesday we can create that league table to see who's doing what. Right now I'm actually out by the River Trent. There's lots and lots of people out walking. It's absolutely fantastic to see, although I'm not sure people should be walking on walls. But if I just show you out there, you know, it's brilliant. It's absolutely fantastic to see. You know, so many are about. Of course, it's one of the things we can still do. So while some get frustrated at the amount of people about, all the people today seem to be socially distanced, doing things properly, you know, and that's absolutely fantastic, isn't it? I enjoy a lot of time in this place, and when people are out and about, you know, it makes the world a difference. It makes it feel worthwhile. It makes it feel like it's something we all should do. And seeing them out today, you know, I say the weather's picked up, it's just starting to rain, but you know, I really love seeing so many people about. It doesn't frustrate me. It makes me think this is what the place was sort of designed for in the first place, the Victoria Embankment in Nottingham. It's there to go and take advantage of, for people to walk. Somebody actually posted me some sort of picture comment about in the late 1800s they'd call walking along the Victoria Embankment promenading, and I always thought that's what people are doing. You know, I've never sort of known the word and the activity was connected, but having seen that post, what someone shared to me, you know, it's exactly true. I always look here and think it's absolutely amazing when people are out, when it's full to the brim. Not full to the brim, but you know what I mean, when there's so many people about. It's so great to see, you know, and it is promenading, just walking up and down, you know. The very nature of it is just taking in your surroundings and enjoying it. It's almost free activity, isn't it? And walking is definitely becoming a big thing from what I do. I've said it so much. Of course, we wake up to walk on a Friday morning, try and get somewhere different to show you all the places we can do it. But like I say, for today, we've got that challenge, you know, something to really go at, something to get stuck into. 40 days trying to complete 10,000 steps a day. Do you know, it sounds a lot for people who are a little less active, but believe me, absolutely anybody can do it. Do you know, it takes a bit of effort, but if you've got the desire and the commitment to throw yourself into it, you know, you'll definitely do it. And if you do 10,000 steps a day, that means 400,000, nearly 500,000 steps in the next 40 days. Imagine looking back and thinking how epic that is. Do you know, when we look at it like that, we don't realise how many steps we put in. And like I say, many of those are just walking to the shops, walking to work, do you know, perhaps walking to work instead of taking the bus, taking the car, do you know, using your activity in different ways. Or I said it before, almost like free activity. Or if you're going out for a run, do you know, you're doubling up your purpose, you're doubling up your activity, you're getting all the benefits of the run, but then you're also working to this target, which will help with motivation and commitment to keep going forward. And that's what it's all about. So that's the challenge, guys. Hopefully you can join us. I'm really looking forward to getting stuck into this one. I'm going to make a lot of effort in the next few weeks to talk about walking and the benefits of that. Do you know, I'll be back in a few seconds with 5 really short tips on how we can get the most from walking. As with any activity, I think warming up and warming down is really important. One way to do this is just to start off slowly, particularly if you're a beginner. If you're going out for a run, maybe you'll just start walking. But if you're a beginner, just start slowly, you know, and gradually build it up as you get into your walk. You know, walk at a comfortable pace. If you're with a friend, talk to them. Keep it at a pace where you can talk comfortably, And then as you come towards the end of your walk, just slow down a little bit, you know, keep that sort of steadiness going, but just ease in, you know, slow it down. That will just help you sort of breathe in, not feel too uncomfortable. And if you are a beginner, perhaps just stave off any aches and pains. It's really important to warm up and warm down. Wear comfortable shoes, guys. Really important. The last thing you want to do whilst you're out walking is to have the wrong footwear on. You know, a nice comfortable pair of trainers is ideal. Doesn't have to be expensive. If you've already got them, you know, that's fine, that's perfect. If you do have to shop at the end of the day. Our feet tend to expand throughout the day, so it's important to get the size right when our feet are at the largest. So yeah, it's definitely important to have the right shoes. It can stop injuries, it can stop blisters, you know. And the last thing we want whilst we're trying to build up is setbacks along the way. So having the right footwear is really important for those reasons. Wear bright and high-vis clothing where possible, particularly on the dark nights, on dull days like today. It's so important to be seen by other pedestrians, cyclists and motor vehicles. The last thing we want whilst getting into our activity, whilst trying to get fit, is to be involved in any accidents that are going to set us back. What I'd also say is wear layers if possible, easily removable layers, so if it does get too warm, you can easily take your top layer off and carry it or tie it around your waist. It is important to get a bit of a sweat on to build that fitness, but we don't want to be uncomfortable. We want to be as comfortable as we possibly can to get the absolute most from it. And finally, what I'd say is wear lighter clothing than you possibly need whilst walking. So for example, if you stood still and it's a little bit chilly, but you know when you get going you're gonna warm up, you know, that might just be suitable. If you're not sure what the weather's gonna be, like I say, the layered option is probably the best way to go. As well as fitness, walking can be great for the mind. So during the day, you might want to get to an open space, place of interest, public park, even a pedestrian zone within the town centre, just to get away from that hustle and bustle. During the evening, it's best to walk in well lit and built up areas, not too far away from home, and always tell someone where you're going. If you can, carry a mobile phone, so if anything did occur, you could always get in touch with someone. And my final tip on how to get the most from walking is, if possible, try to walk with other people. While sometimes, like myself today, it's great to get out and about for a walk, to lose yourself within your surroundings. You know, using others can be great motivation, particularly if you're working to a fitness goal or target. As friends, as family, as loved ones, doing it together also makes you accountable and is going to make you more likely to do it. So guys, I hope that's encouraged you to get involved in this week's Wednesday workout challenge. Just 5 sharp tips just to make you more aware of how to approach walking. Of course, most of that's straightforward, most of it's stuff you'll already know, but it's great sometimes just to have a small reminder, particularly going into something like this, something we can really enjoy and get our teeth stuck into. I, for one, am definitely looking forward to this challenge. You know, I always love something to work to, so if you can join me, the rest of the Do Running guys, in recording those steps, please share your efforts across the social media, tagging us in. All the links will be at the end of this video. And of course, I'll be back tomorrow for Thursday Thoughts. If you have any questions about anything, about walking, about running, about any other sort of activity, mental health, coronavirus, motivation, how to get inspired, please post them in. I'm willing to answer absolutely anything. Of course, I'm live at 6 p.m. answering your questions. So I'd love to get whatever you've got. Please comment on any of the videos, on any of the social media posts, and I'll find those and try to answer them the best I can. Of course, I used a throwback question last week of who is your biggest inspiration. If you can answer that too, that would be fantastic. Just a nice way to start each Thursday's episode by adding a bit of positivity and getting people thinking. So until then, have a great walk, get those steps in. Remember, every step counts. Until tomorrow and Thursday thoughts, just doing it.